Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss about 4 ways of investing in digital gold. We are going to talk about their features, advantages and disadvantages along with how they are different from buying physical gold. So let's begin. We all know how Indians love buying physical gold in the form of coins, bars and jewelry. Having said that, there are many issues with buying physical gold, like purity of gold is not easy to gauge. We all have grown up hearing stories how some local jeweler sold fake jewelry to its customers. Then there are high making charges of as high as 10 to 25%, especially when we decide to buy from big jewelers. And even after this, if we proceed to buy gold, the third challenge could be storage, considering the high cost of bank lockers, which range anywhere between 2,000 to 10,000 rupees per annum, depending on the size of the locker. It therefore makes sense to consider paper gold, which is not only easy to buy but also easy to hold. Not only for your portfolio, buying paper gold is also good for the country as it helps in controlling the current account deficit of the country. Do you know, as a country, we import more than 800 tons a year, accounting for approximately 25% of global demand. With hundreds of tons of gold imported every year, we see a huge outflow of dollars to buy the same. Buying paper gold helps the government in controlling imports and hence the deficit. So, if you plan to buy for investment purposes, here are a few ways to buy digital gold. So, let's begin our discussion by understanding what are sovereign gold bonds. In simple terms, sovereign gold bonds are government securities denominated in grams of gold and are substitute for holding physical gold. It is not very old scheme as the first tranche of sovereign gold bond scheme was launched in 2015. Let's now look at what sovereign gold bonds offer. Let's discuss what sovereign gold bonds offer. Let's begin with interest rates. The best part about gold bonds is that apart from prevailing market prices, you also earn simple interest of 2.5% every year. This interest is payable half yearly, and on maturity, the market value of gold is paid along with the interest earned. For example, if the gold price today is rupees 50,000 per 10 grams, and after 8 years, if it reaches rupees 60,000, then apart from the gain of rupees 10,000, you also receive an interest of 250 every year at the rate of 2.5%, amounting to rupees 2,000. The next question comes, how is issue price decided for these bonds? The issue price of SGB is based on an average closing price of gold of 999 purity for the last 3 working days of the week preceding the subscription period. These rates are published by Indian Bullion and Jewelers Association Limited. Online buying. You also get discount for online buying as prices get reduced by rupees 50 per gram for those who subscribe online and pay through digital mode. How much can you buy? One can invest a maximum of 4 kgs annually in these bonds. The minimum limit is 1 gram of gold. What about tenure? The bonds come with a tenure of 8 years. You can, however, exit in the 5th, 6th, and 7th years on the interest payment dates. In what form can you hold SGBs? Well, you can apply it in a demat form as it helps you to trade on the stock exchange. Having said that, it has been observed that practically it is very difficult to sell bonds on the exchanges because of low liquidity. You can also hold it in the form of certificate issued by RBI. Can it be served as collateral? Yes, SGB can also serve as collateral for the purpose of availing loan. The loan to value ratio is to be set equal to ordinary gold loan, which is mandated by the Reserve Bank of India from time to time. How to pay? There's a limit on cash payment up to a maximum of rupees 20,000. You can also pay it through demand draft, check or internet banking. Where to buy? Bonds are sold through commercial banks, designated post offices and recognized stock exchanges. You can get it through your broker or through your agents. The subject of sovereign gold bonds will not be covered if we don't cover taxation. SGBs have an added advantage over all other modes of holding gold as no tax is levied on the redemption of SGB after completion of maturity period. Yes, there is no capital gain on redemption of SGBs. You, however, need to pay tax on the interest income earned according to the slab you fall into. If you, however, sell it before 36 months from the date of purchase, then the gains will be taxable as short-term capital gains. The amount is added to your gross total income and taxed as per your income tax slab. For gold held more than 36 months, the profit is categorized as long-term capital gains. LTCG is taxed at 20% with indexation benefits. Now we have come to another popular way of holding digital gold. Let's discuss what are exchange traded funds. What is gold ETF? The answer is exchange traded funds are offered by mutual funds and are listed on the stock exchange with gold as an underlying asset. If you have a demat account, you can buy and sell these funds on the stock exchange just the way you trade in shares. Let's discuss some of its features. Charges. The good part is there are no entry and exit charges for trading in an ETF. You are, however, charged with an expense ratio of 1% for managing the fund. Broking fees. You have to pay broking charges every time you buy and sell the ETF, considering they are listed on the stock markets. Taxation. Gold ETFs sold after 3 years are subject to long-term capital gain at 20% post-indexation. When sold before 3 years, they are subjected to short-term capital gain. Short-term capital gain is added to your gross total income and taxed according to the income tax slab you fall into. Limit. All you need is to have a demat account to start investing with as low as 1 unit of mutual fund. The prices of ETF are also close to the actual price of gold, unlike jewelry and gold bars from banks where premium is charged. Liquidity. One of the biggest advantages of buying gold ETF is the liquidity that they offer. Being listed on the stock exchange, you can easily buy and sell ETFs unlike SGBs. Let's discuss now what are gold funds. Mutual funds also offer gold funds, which in turn invest in gold ETFs. Gold funds are a good option for those who don't have a demat account but want to do systematic investment in gold. Let's discuss what are its features and how they are different from ETFs. Where to buy? Units of gold funds can be bought similar to other mutual fund schemes from respective markets. How to check prices? You may see the price of gold funds units by way of NAV, which are usually disclosed at the end of the trading hours. However, as gold ETFs are listed on the stock exchange, you can see the real-time updates about ETFs. How much minimum amount to invest? 1 unit of gold ETF is equal to owning 1 gram of gold. Thus, the minimum investment amount in gold ETF depends upon the market prices of gold. As regard gold funds, you can start SIP of a nominal amount for as low as 1000. How much is the cost of investing in gold funds? Remember, gold fund investors have to bear the expense of both gold ETFs and gold fund, and that's why they are costlier than buying ETFs. Also, gold funds may charge an exit load if you want to redeem your units. How to sell? On account of being listed on the stock exchanges, gold ETFs offer higher liquidity than gold funds. As the former does not have any exit loads, you can buy sell the units at any time during the market hours. Units of gold funds can be redeemed by selling them back to the fund house based on the NAV for the day. There may be exit charges based on the locking period of the scheme. Alright friends, we will discuss about gold systematic plans now. which is the fourth way of holding gold in digital format. Gold systematic plans offer you the facility to make automated monthly installments to buy some gold every month. One of the biggest advantages is that you can buy gold for as little as rupees 1. Depending on your affordability, you can choose the amount to buy. Under the plan, for each installment, an equal portion of physical gold is stored with the custodian. Once you accumulate the minimum units, you can either sell it online or get the physical gold of equal denomination delivered to your notified address. How to buy? Many broking and digital payment platforms offer you the facility to make automated monthly installments online to buy some gold every month. The disciplined buying of every month helps you discover better prices by buying gold at staggered rates, which is also known as rupee cost averaging. You can decide the tenure based on your needs and affordability parameters. It is also important to know that broking houses or digital payment platforms are just the facilitators of this scheme, while it is MMTC and PAMP which sells you the gold. If you are a long-term investor, then SGB offers you the highest return with an additional advantage of 2.5% fixed interest rate. SGBs, however, do not offer you liquidity the way ETF offers. Gold ETFs can be bought and sold anytime the way you trade in shares on the stock exchange. SGBs come with a lock-in period, and if market prices are down at the end of 8 years, then you have to redeem them at capital loss. It is advisable for investors to allocate 15 to 20% of their portfolio in gold. Gold is considered as a safe asset and is proved useful during a crisis such as a pandemic or a market crash. At such times, it can offer genuine protection from falling prices elsewhere. Further, the performance of gold is inversely related to equity, which makes it an ideal asset for adding diversification to the portfolio. Hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.